Hey, what's up guys, Rybox here and welcome to the start of Season 3 then, here at Aprilia. So, I hope you guys are happy with the team choice. We've still got a bit of work to do with our personal manager. We've had a new person through, so first of all, I'm going to sign him on. Just to help with contract negotiations and stuff like that. Try and reel in a little bit more money. And you can see our reputation versus our contract. We're very secure in our contract, which is good. So all I can do now really is, start development on this GP bike. We've got all 4 pillars of R&D. These are our staff. They're all on production. So in terms of performance, then I think we do need to focus on the engine and the frame, which is why we've got more stuff on them. And then aero is a little bit of a path there, not much. And then electronics as well for traction control and anti-wheelie and power and engine brake. So I'm just going to leave those guys ticking over nicely. What are we doing in this first episode? We have winter testing. And we've got about 10 weeks until the season out of Qatar, and then we get into the usual season that we have. So let's do a bit of development, stuff like that. This is obviously very interesting to see. Lovely, lovely, lovely. So then we've already done a few weeks of the season. We've got a nice amount of frame and engine development, but I don't know how much they are. Yeah, the first one is 2,000, so we're gonna get our staff on that, get them all involved. Our 4 staff members will be doing that. So there we go, we've got 4 members of staff on the engine. We've got 5 weeks until that comes through. The frame already has a few upgrades installed, so we're going to get onto this, which is the centralization of masses by moving the engine connections. So we're going to get onto that. 2,000 points it's going to cost us. So we can do that with our next members of staff, get those on that, and then that's 5 weeks worth of development, which is good. And then these guys can just carry on pumping in the upgrades. So in this episode, we'll be covering off winter testing. I probably won't be starting the season yet, so it might be a bit of a shorter episode, but we're just setting up nicely here in the GP class. I'm quite happy with the way our staff is set up and our team set up. I mean, we just got another offer in from for a personal manager, but that's fine. So let's head out to winter testing then, where, I mean, I'm not going to edit it much. I'm probably just going to talk a little bit about the season ahead and just do some laps really, because that's all we can do. It's out of Malaysia. Obviously a very, very successful race here at Malaysia. We got very lucky with Thomas Luthi being aggressive. So we've got 3 packs we can test out. We've got 2 hours of testing. I'm not going to sit here for 2 hours and do winter testing. I'll do a couple of laps on each pack and then make a decision. That's what I did in MotoGP 19. So pack 1 is very balanced with performance and slow fuel delivery, frame for agility and stability right in the middle. So pack 2 is absolute performance on the engine, which means we're going to need to conserve fuel. I don't know if I want to do that, but it will make it quicker in a straight line, which is probably an area we need to develop. And then pack 3 is slow fuel delivery, and again balanced. I mean, pack 1 sounds like it's going to be good for me, but this is our first time out on a GP bike, so it might be a little bit different. I'm going to put in some extra fuel, 6 laps of fuel for our run. We've got these development tests as well. Oh no, these are the development packs, sorry. So let's just head out on track, and we will just head out on our brand new machine, Aprilia, running the black livery, of course, just because it's testing. I've got the same helmet and gloves and stuff. I'm going to switch up the glove colour for the season. I might switch up the number as well. We've got this nice pit exit here as well. I've never really done this animation, but let's see then what we can do here on our bike. Winter testing starts today in episode number 1 of season 3. Power mode 1. Well, I'm going to go power mode 0 for the opening lap, but let's see what it's like to unleash all the power of a GP bike around the long right hander. And oh, sketchy stuff there on the grass. A little bit of a stoppy, that's something to get used to as well. I haven't ridden much of the Moto GP bikes on this game because obviously I've been focusing on career mode. And this bike is underdeveloped compared to other GP bikes, so we've got to obviously be careful of that. Winter testing, I've no idea what the AI strength is like for winter testing, whether they go all out or whether they go conservative. But I mean, struggling with a bit of understeer through there, so we've got Marquez right behind us. Will be good to follow him. Oh, it goes around the outside. Marquez around the outside there. Didn't mean to pause it there. Don't know if we'll be able to stay with him. It would be nice if we could. So then, for this run, I'm going to use Power Mode 1, and I'm going to use Power Mode 1 across all of our development packs. So let's see what we can do then. Coming into turn number 1, getting a little bit of a stoppy on the go. I might have to come out for pack 1 again, but I just need to get a feel for what the bike is handling like. I mean, round the corners it isn't feeling great at the minute, I must say. Obviously the tyres were a bit cold on the last lap, but even there's loads of understeer around there. We're a little bit wide, and then on the brakes, oh, it's the stoppy. That's just more me than anything in the bike, but I mean, it feels a bit slow in a straight line as well under acceleration. But again, we don't have anything to compare it to other than what I've ridden so far. Bit wide there. The bike sounds lovely as well. It's one thing I really do like about this Aprilia. The exhaust sounds so nice. And I'm going to be using soft tyres as well on each run. It might have made more sense to do mediums, but I mean, I've started already now, so. And it would be nice to see what the maximum grip is like for our bike and then work backwards from there. We're a bit wide at turn 14, completely missed the apex. And then braking into this hairpin here. Whoa, bit of a stoppy again. Just got to control that a bit. This hasn't been anywhere near a quick lap at all. I think we could probably go quicker on a Moto 2 bike. Right then, 201.7. That's not a bad time, to be honest. So I'm going to go for another lap, I think. See if we can beat that time. So we are fractionally under our previous time. Oh, look at that stoppy there from the front. Jesus, look at the front brake disc lit up as well. That's going to be a nice thumbnail. Right then, let's get the front end down. Well, I mean the back end down. We run very wide out of there because of that. And here's Espargaro. This lap's probably written off actually. Let's see if we can roll with Espargaro. He's not our teammate. He is the Red Bull rider here. Oh, the front end. Wonder what the lap time's like. Yeah, we're way off because of that. The bike doesn't seem to grip up nicely either out of here. Oh man, I think we've got a tough season ahead, but I've really wanted to really ride this Aprilia and to just develop it really. Right, so I've come into the pits. I'm going to put on a different development pack just to see how it goes. Fairly okay with that that run. So we're going to do some more tests. We'll put on pack. Well, we'll go from one end of the scale now. We'll go for this. Right then, so our times are actually way off of the pace, I think. So we've got a bit of work to do. I haven't got much fuel in the bike. That's one thing I forgot to do, put extra fuel in the bike. But it already feels a lot quicker, you know, from the few corners I've done so far. Not in terms of grip through the middle of the corner, but it feels a lot more agile. Like we're actually gripping it a bit better around there. Look how much quicker we've gone through the first sector. Feels a bit more lively, which might be what we need. The first one felt quite safe and stable, so maybe this is what we need. And we can just manage the fuel mode through the season. What do you guys think? What do you reckon? Let's see what the lap time's like. What is going on that curb? On the brakes. Feeling okay through this lap. Wonder what the time is compared to everyone else. Oh, I run a bit deep there. Luckily we didn't get a penalty. We're still 4 tenths under the time. Bit of a wheelie. First time we've really suffered from a bit of a wheelie. I mean, the bike's feeling alright. It's feeling better on this pack. And obviously it's got more power on this setup, which is probably what we need anyway. We're just going to have to manage it. We can put more fuel in the bike. It's no problem. I'm not fussed about putting more fuel in the bike. And we can save fuel as well. There we go. 2.3 seconds off. We lose a lot of time in there towards the end of that lap. Already a lot quicker than our previous time anyway, so let's see if we can go all out. See, that's even quicker through that first sector again. That's better through turn 4. Into 5, hold it, run a bit wide on exit. Just haven't got the front end grip that I desire. Oh no. To be fair, my line wasn't brilliant through that. Still quicker than the previous lap, and again I just can't hit the apex there. Got a lot of work to do in terms of my riding and also the bike for the season ahead, but that's what's going to make this season fun. It's going to be a season of learning before we can build up to a championship season. It would be great to get Aprilia on the roadmap for a championship season. That'd be great, wouldn't it? That'd be fun. And it should be really like rewarding and fulfilling as well, because we'll have put all the effort in and started from the bottom, work up to build a championship bike. I mean, you never know what's going to happen. We might get an offer from Yamaha next season and we'll go, yep, I'll take that and ditch Aprilia, but you never know. You just don't know what's going to happen, and this lap is looking a lot better, and we're probably going to knock a second or so off of our time. For that bit of a stoppy, get the bike all slowed down in the end though and pick up half decent exit. I'm going to go power mode 2 down this straight anyway, just to see what it's like. See if we can break into the 59s. Yeah, 59.5, 1.5 seconds quicker. And then on the brakes, I'm going to go for it on this lap. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. Right, so 59.5, that's a lot better. Return to the pit. Do I dare try another pack? Do I try the third pack? I mean, I may as well while I'm here. So, this is interesting. We've got Quartararo right here with us. He's in 5th place at the minute. It would be interesting to see if we could get up to him, but I'm a bit worried that we're in last place. So we've got a bit of work to do. Let's see if we can stick with Quartararo on this lap. I'm using the third pack, and look at the acceleration. There's just no acceleration from this bike. It's non-existent, and we've got Dovi on that rapid Ducati closing up to us. And I took it into turn 1. Let's see what this first sector's like compared to our previous first sectors. And I'm running power mode 1 for the whole lap. I doubt the AI are pushing as well, to be honest. We're off for the time. Look at that. I don't even think that was a particularly bad first sector. Let's see what we do. Just on acceleration, we've got none. I don't know what this pack does in terms of performance, but there's Dovi. Oh, he's looking underneath of us. Oh, tries it around the outside, Dovizioso. Bit of a stoppy, but Quartararo's gone. We're half a second off of our fastest time. And there's a noticeable lack of performance with this development pack. I think it's going to be development pack 2 for us, really. It's all a bit safe and stable again, which is a bit like the first pack. But I'm going to do another lap after this one as well, just to get a feel for it. Dovi's caught back up already after making that mistake. We're like a bus out on track today. Second off. Whoa, Dovi up the inside. I mean, Dovi's running in third place. Look at that straight line speed. It's acceleration where we're struggling. So we know we need to develop the power. Look, he just goes, he blasts away, he's gone. See you later. I'm going to go power mode 2 this whole lap just to see what it's like. Paul Espargaro goes down. The brother to our teammate, of course. We've got Iannone as a teammate, although he's got into some stuff. I think he's been banned, hasn't he, from Moto GP 20 for now. Zarco hits the deck. So we almost match our first sector time. Round turn 5. Let's see what the second sector's like. Bit of a stoppy there. Ooh, we've broken underneath. That's interesting. That's a quick second sector. I'm going to have to try out pack number 2, I think, again. See if we can carry the pace, though, for the rest of the lap. We've actually stuck with Dovizioso a bit here. It's been good to follow him, actually. Now we're going to see him blast away down the straight. This is where we lose all of our time. We lose a lot of time down the back straight. This is why Sepang is a good test track. You got the straights, you got the technical section, you got the hard braking zones. It's a good old test circuit, but there's absolutely no acceleration with this bike. That's better, 58.6. That is a lot quicker with this pack, but I don't know whether that's because we've just been following Dovi, so I need to go out and try pack 2 again. I've written off pack 1, I think. But let's see, what was that? So that was slow fuel delivery. You could tell it was down, but the frame was good. Now, I don't know whether it's just because we got a bit of practicing. So let's try more stability. And we're going to try pack 2 again. Let's get some more fuel. Do another 2-lap stint where we'll go power. Well, I won't go all out on the first lap, but we'll go all out on the second lap. So then, no one's out on track with us. I wanna ride with someone so it's a little bit more interesting than just us. I don't know who's behind, but we're gonna wait up for them. Come on, whoever it is. It's Valentino. He will be a good person to follow. This is our first look at the Yamaha. Even that, he's away. 59.5 was our previous fastest lap with this pack. We broke into the 58s with the other pack. So let's tailgate Rossi if we can. If we can even stick with him. He's currently in 4th, we're currently in 15th. we do improve slightly. Morbidelli crashes. We get a bit out of shape into turn 4. Rossi out of shape a little bit. There's Brad Binder on the KTM hitting the deck. We've lost time. Look at that through that sector. That must have been where the previous pack was strong. I haven't noticeably gone slower. So this is a more conservative lap, of course. Next lap we will be running Power Mode 2. So we'll see how that affects us. Half a second off still. Distant toe for Valentino. I'm going to run Power Mode 2 now. Ooh, a bit out of shape on the brakes. I don't like these heavy braking zones. I need to learn to control the stopping. Right then, so we're going to end this lap. What's it going to be? We were off the time. Yeah, 4/10 off overall then. So pack 3 looking faster, I mean. Let's see what we can do now. A bit wide into turn 1. Let's pull it back though. Hopefully we can still get a good lap out of this one. I think we might be off the time a little bit. No, we're under, but we're a little bit wide there. Just about get the bike slowed down on time. Pushed it a little harder into there. You can see the front tyres lit up a little bit more. It's the grip round there. It's non-existent. That turn 5 is a killer for us. Rabat hits the deck. See how much time we lost this time. 0.2 of a second. It was round that turn 5 where we lost time compared to pack 3. So it's actually pack 3 that has more agility and this has more stability. So let's see. I still don't think we're going to go quicker, even with Power Mode 2. Half a second off again. A little bit of a wheelie. We're sort of sticking with Valentino, although we've lost touch with him now. On the brakes as hard as we can into the final corner. On the power then. What's it going to be? 59.1 was our previous best time. 58.9 now. Just 0.3 off. I do think we can go even quicker though. And we've hit the deck. Oh dear. The front just folded on us. Who's that? Benaya, he's just behind us. So then, development packs. I'm going to go back to pack number 3. But if you look, we had a better average time. But we've done more laps. It's only marginal. But overall, we were quicker. So we've got slow fuel delivery, which is good for fuel consumption. The bike's slightly more agile, which I notice actually. So I mean, in theory now pack 1 should be better. So I might try pack 1 again just to be safe. Soft tyres again. Overall times, personal times, yeah, our fastest first sector was with pack 2, which is kind of expected because it's straights and acceleration. Fastest lap was with pack 3 though. Yeah, sector 4 as well, pack 2. So yeah, I mean, it's 3/10 difference, 1/10 in the first sector. So let's try development pack 1 again, doing the rounds, and let's see what we can do. If not, it's going to be whatever the fastest pack was. I think it's going to be pack 3. So let's head out then for our final stint of this winter testing. Then it's been an interesting session. We've got 2 bikes coming up behind us pretty quick. I'll probably step over to the side. I think it's Marquez and Quartararo, so that'll be interesting. Right then, let's go over to the side of the track. Quartararo and Marquez. 5th from Quartararo, 2nd from Marquez. Quartararo going out wide, he's going into the pit. So, what a marker to test this out with. Marquez. Someone else is behind us, I'm not sure who it is. But there's a crashes out on circuit. Marquez getting out of shape there. That was better around there. See, I noticed a difference with this slightly different frame setup, so a little bit of a stoppy there from the front end, but we're still off of the pace. That's interesting. Marquez getting out of shape a little bit around there. Our teammate's gone down, Alicia Spargaro. 7/10 off. Marquez is all out of shape here. Maybe Marquez isn't going that quick at the minute. Maybe he's on his cooldown lap, but either way, we're off of the pace. Right, so we're going to go for it on this lap then. Power mode 2, of course. Pick up a little bit of slipstream from Marquez if we can. 7/10 off. 59.4 though, so we improve that. Oh, very deep into turn 1. That's cost us big time. Oh, and we folded it again. Oh, we folded it. So, I think I'm going to finish the test there. Pack 3 was our fastest. I don't really know how, but it worked. But, I mean, we probably could have done a few more laps just to see. But, I mean, the times were fairly close, but they were quite far off. So, if I'm going to do that with pack 3, I can learn to be consistent. So, pack 3 is what we're going to go for. So, we're going to confirm that on the bike. Slow fuel delivery, which is good. We will have mid-season testing as well. Got a new candidate for a chief engineer. That's fine. You've had another personal manager, but again, that's fine. So I'm going to skip on in a little bit. Can we do some development to the bike? No, we can't afford anything on aero. Can't afford anything here either. So a few more weeks. We can afford something here. Try to control or anti-wheelie. Coming out of the bend. Yeah, I'm going to improve on this. So our guy will do that. Oh, he's our aero man. God. Wrong staff member. Right, I need to get this guy back on his other one. Catrulio. Back on research for that. Julio. There we go. He's going to carry on researching. So we've got more development coming. 8 weeks. We will get the next upgrade on the bike. And here we go. More staff. I'm not interested at this point in time. 1 more week. And for Qatar, we're going to get a new engine upgrade and a new frame. So, boom. There we go. We started development. So I'm going to get the staff back on engine. And then the staff back on frame. And then we will be ready to start the season. In the next episode, where we'll be taking our Aprilia out on track for Qatar for the first competitive round. And I'm really looking forward to this. It's been an interesting winter testing. We've learned a lot about our bike. We know roughly where we're going to start in terms of performance. So, if you guys are new around here, do remember to smash the like button, share it around with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe to make sure you don't miss the start of our MotoGP class career mode. So for now, I'll see you guys in the next one.